Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us. It's your man Jason. Thanks for joining us today on a typical Tuesday, Bro Talk Tuesday night. Let's get over to my main man Dex. So what up, bro?
Dex is stuck in here. Super excited to be here. So guys, look, Bro Talk Live it's a fun show. Like it's 100% entertainment, but every once in a while we throw some serious stuff. I just wanted to touch base really quickly on this Carlee Russell situation. She's the young woman who was abducted in Alabama. The social media discourse around this situation is so scary to me because on one end of it, it's like people are like, you should be happy that she's back and she was found safe. And I don't disagree with that. But then a lot of other people are like, but something doesn't add up in this situation. And they're skeptical about it. And people are like, you can't be skeptical about the situation because she's home now. And like, I can't tell if people are like, don't be skeptical because it's an ongoing investigation or because she's a Black woman. Either way, I don't like this. I don't like the narratives that are being thrown now. I really, really, really don't like the social media discourse. I don't like that her parents were on the news this morning. Like, this whole story to me just, it sits in a really bad spot in my spirit, and I don't like it at all.
I mean, I get what you're saying. We'll have probably a little discussion on it later. Let's introduce Bill first, and then we'll come back to this topic. Bill, what's up?
I have something, but it's not nearly as heavy. I want to open with this, like a pet peeve I have.
Okay.
Why do people say the first and annual? It can't be the inaugural and the annual. Like, it's
you're letting them know it's going to be back next year.
Annual? No, that means it's the inaugural. If it's the first, that means it's the first time it's ever happened. So that's the inaugural event.
People don't know all that, and it's hard to say.
And also, the word inaugural doesn't sound sexy.
You can't even say it.
Annual, that sounds sexy. Inaugural don't sound sexy. It don't really roll off the tongue like annual does.
It ain't got to roll off the tongue, but I tell you one thing: you sound crazy when y'all be out there. The first annual barbecue.
Did I not just sound crazy trying to say inaugural?
Yeah.
Like I feel like
you still sound crazy. You said it 4 different ways.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, let people speak how they speak.
But Dex, you also from Alabama too, so right? Y'all don't read well down there, so would you
like insulting a whole demographic. Back to the Carlee Russell thing, Dex. Let's get into it really quick before we get into the politics. So, I mean, I could understand people wanting to know what happened. I definitely understand the family saying she's not ready to talk. But what I don't understand is people saying, oh, she doesn't have to talk. Like, I mean, there was a big circumstance that happened. I feel like for public safety, we need to know what happened so that, you know, we can avoid such things happening to us or our loved ones in the future, right?
Yeah, and also there was a child involved, and it's like she fought for
allegedly,
her life.
But yeah,
and they're like she fought for her life to be freed, and then it's like, well, what happened to this child that was allegedly involved in this situation? Like, it's just so many unanswered questions, and I do understand, like, give her time before she
sure
talks, but to say like we don't need her to talk at all, it's just kind of like I don't know if I agree with that.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I think something needs to be said. There needs to be some finality to the situation. Yeah. You know, and when she's ready to do that, she'll do that. But for the people that saying she doesn't owe us anything, but I feel like something should be said because
and also if people are abducting people in Alabama on the freeway or on the highway, like she's not the only woman in Alabama that could have happened to other people and could still potentially happen to other people.
Issue. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Tao will be joining us as soon as he gets his computer situation ready. I guess a week wasn't long enough for him to figure that out, so we'll move on to politics. As always, you're welcome to hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking about each of these stories. We will put it up on the screen, and we will let you guys know that we appreciate every single comment you guys put up. Don't forget, like, subscribe as well on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, where the show plays live every Tuesday night. Now, it is time for the news. Former President Donald Trump fully expects another indictment, as he claims he's been told such by the Justice Department, saying in a post on Truth Social that he received a letter from special counsel Jack Smith informing him that he is a target in the January 6th investigation. It's the second time Trump has received a so-called target letter from Jack Smith. The first letter proved to be true, so Trump is once again expecting to be arrested. The House panel investigating January 6th recommended that Trump be charged with inciting or assisting in an insurrection as part of some of the issues that he's going with, and also obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress. Conspiracy also, and also conspiracy to make a false statement. Trump said he was given 4 days, very short 4 days, to report to the grand jury, which almost always means an arrest and indictment. So Trump not looking like he's in the best of circumstances here. But that's not all in the GOP race that we have to get to. In other news, his main competitor, Ron DeSantis, is having some major campaign issues, by evidenced by this particular graphic. It's looking real bad for Ronnie. The New York Times is reporting that Fox's owner, Rupert Murdoch, appears to have lost his faith that the Florida governor is the man to back in the GOP race. And he's actually hoping that Governor Glenn Youngkin from Virginia, or I think he's from Virginia, Ohio, one of those two, will enter the race. As far as that race goes, other candidates are starting to smell blood in the water ahead of the first Republican debate next month in Milwaukee. Here's who USA Today has on track to qualify, meaning that they meet the required threshold of 40,000 individual campaign donations. Those are Donald Trump, of course, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, Tim Scott, and Chris Christie. Those are the people that are expected to make it to the debate. And we have some people that still have some work to do as far as that goes, and that includes former Vice President Mike Pence, who apparently is not that popular in these streets, somebody named Will Hurd, somebody named Doug Burgum, Asa Hutchinson, Ryan Binkley. He's definitely not going to win. Just a stupid name. Ryan Binkley? What a dumb name. Francis Suarez, and the Black Larry Elder from Los Angeles, who always throws his hat in the ring. But other candidates have some, weird ways of getting people into the action. Governor of North Dakota, his name's Doug Burgum, a largely unknown presidential candidate, announced on Twitter that he will send a $20 Visa or MasterCard gift card to those who provide his campaign with a $1 donation, coining the cards as Biden economic relief cards. He needs 40,000 donations to qualify for the presidential debate. So he's willing to give you $20 if you, basically he'll give you a difference of $19. You can add $19 to your pocketbook if you just go ahead to his site and.
What are you adding it to, Jason?
His pocketbook. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, sounds like a dictator, is also raffling away tickets to see Leo Messi play in his first game for the low price also of $1. Here's what he had to say about that.
And so if anyone who wants to see him play his first game, I think it's July 21st, we have, what's that? Just give $1, Venmo, to @Suarez2024. Consider that contribution, and we're also going to be giving away 2 free tickets to see him on the front row. So thank you. Yes, we got one Messi fan
here. They are thirsty. They're thirsty. They're trying to get these seats. And last but not least, billionaire Vivek Ramaswamy is willing to hire you, basically promise that if you help him fundraise, you get to keep 10% of what you raise for him. Tiring. He's also pushing side for Ted Cruz on the Supreme Court for some strange reason. I don't know how that's going to work. Could you imagine Ted Cruz on the Supreme Court?
Are you still going? Can we jump in?
Who had the best idea for their GOP race strategy here?
Please allow me. I've been chomping at the bit. The first thing is
Okay.
you have to be an American to be the president.
Bill. No. Bill.
Well,
he's an American, Bill.
Well, all I'm saying is if I press 1 for English, don't put a Latin on the phone. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
Bill, what are you talking about? So that was towards which one was that one?
In general.
Francis Suarez? Is that the one you don't like?
That was in general.
Okay. Anyone else? Which one did you, Dex? Did you like the strategy of you get $20 gift card for donating $1? You about to do it now?
Vivek. He said,
you want the 10%?
Yeah, he said if I give him some money, like you're gonna give it back to me. Like, let's go. If he raises money, if we're dumb enough to give this man some money, he'll give us money back. He got my vote. I will vote for Vivek. Let's go.
You'll be able to keep 10% of what you raise for him.
Yes, 10%. Well, of what you raise for him. Well, not collectively of everything of what you particularly like. You'll have like a code, like how when you're Instagram influencer, you say use my code, blah 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 blah. It's like one of those things. So when you donate, you use that.
I'll be like, hey, y'all use my code Bro Talk to donate to that.
D Stucky 2024.
And then he would give me some money.
Yeah, he gives 10% of what they give.
Win-win to
Strategy
me.
aside, I just wanted to comment on one thing: how the former vice president of the United States is in the same category as this list of unknown people who haven't quite qualified to be able to run, which I think is hilarious. Number one. Number two, if you have to put these tricks forth in order to get 40,000 votes, understand that the last president won by like 70. There were like 70 million votes going into Joe Biden. So if you are struggling for 40,000 votes, just understand that you're wasting everyone's time and everyone's money, and no one wants you to be president. Like, it is not going to happen.
These not even for
5 millions that these people got in votes. Donald Trump got like 63 million votes last time. You're struggling for 40,000 votes. You're wasting people's time.
Tyler's paying attention. He got the numbers pretty close.
We're not even at votes yet. These people are trying to get 40,000 contributions,
donations.
40,000 people to give them $1. The vice president of the United States can't come up with 40,000 people to give him $1
because we don't know who he is. Just like we don't know who these other people are. We don't know them.
It's a mess. Do you think any of these people who are trying these gimmicks have a chance at even making the debate?
No, but I'm not thinking about getting into the tech field.
Chris
I think
Christie
I want them $20.
The debate. Chris Christie will be on the debate stage.
Well, Christie said he was going to be
out of New Jersey. He going to steal it from the shore.
He'll be the one on the debate stage taking up all the space.
I might give you a couple of them gift cards. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple. I got 1 million email addresses. I can definitely go through.
Win out here.
Chris Christie ain't offering us nothing. Closing for a family day for us. Nothing.
He doesn't have anything to offer. He has no power in New Jersey no more.
No money.
He's done over here.
A broke boy. A broke boy. All right. Moving on from the GOP race to the funny and the politics. Sales have slumped so much. His name's not My Pillow. His company's name's My Pillow. He said that he died. Sales have slumped so much thanks to his crazed founder, Mike Lindell, that the company, My Pillow, is selling off some of his pillow making equipment. More than 850 items of quote unquote surplus equipment, including sewing machines and industrial fabric spreaders, were recently listed on the auction site KBid, according to the Star Tribune. The pillows have been dropped from many retailers, including Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Slumberland Furniture. Sorry, it's the mezcal messing me up here. I don't know what's happening. Tongue is heavy. Speaking to the Star Tribune, Lindell claims to have lost over $100 million, saying it was a massive, massive cancellation. We lost $100 million from attacks from the box stores, the shopping networks, the shopping channels, and all of them did cancel culture on us. Something. He's always flustered and in a rush. Something that he quickly disputed, his own words, on Fox Business.
On the equipment,
Right.
big box canceled $1 billion in sales. What's the reality?
Here's the reality, everybody. We had, for the last 2.5 years, we've been without retail box stores and shopping channels. These have different packaging. And when we came out with the, because they have the cardboard boxes that you see, the big My Pillow things, that every box store in the country had walls of them. We were their number one selling product in history, over 80 million sold on our 20-year anniversary, everybody. And what this is, we had all this retail equipment from the box stores that was sitting there for 2.5 years. When we came out with the amazing My Pillow 2.0, the box stores still would not take us back. So one of my managers at one of my plants said, one of the manufacturing facilities said, can we sell off this equipment and have an auction for it? I'm going, sure, go ahead. And of course, the media grabbed that, and My Pillow's going on. They figured out a way that they could try and twist it, Steve, and attack. I think the Daily Mail says Mike Lindell and My Pillow took in $5 million and lost $100 million. Well, how do you do that? You know.
Jesus, so flustered. You hear that flust?
You see that camera shaking? Like, who was holding that camera?
Who was recording that damn video?
The camera was shaky, very shaky.
So he spoke to someone and let them know he lost $100 million and then went on something else.
100%.
Media is attacking him.
Which one do you think's the truth?
He lost $100 million.
He lost that money. We know that happened.
And also, like, why wasn't you in like an office or nothing like that? You literally
He was in the mall.
Yeah, you lived in a convention center with everybody like walking past you with Donald Trump Jr. his crack hands like holding the camera to record you. Like that was crazy.
Toy said a crackhead was holding it.
Exactly.
That boy was in J.C. Penney's.
look, Will. He was like, "Y'all got the pillows in here? I'm gonna buy a couple of them."
They said fabric makers and fabric stretchers and sewing machines were part of the things that he was sold, not cardboard box folders. Like he's talking about the cardboard boxes. You know, My Pillow 2.0 came out, and the stores didn't want to.
Right, we're not buying the pillows. That's just what it is.
He needs to take a page out of his old friend DJ T's book, and just go ahead and file bankruptcy. We're not buying them pillows. We wasn't never buying them pillows. It's got to go.
Pillows wasn't getting bought. That's all it
wasn't. That's why he can't shave that mustache.
Has anyone ever used a My Pillow? Is it like a?
I've never even seen a My Pillow.
I've never seen one before.
I think they come in a blue box.
They used to come in a box. They don't come in nothing.
They don't online.
There ain't no blue box. That's that macaroni and cheese. He ain't got no box.
In other news, Donald Trump Jr. admits that his friends have asked him about the cocaine at the White House.
I get it. My guys, who I stayed in touch with, many of them just dear friends. They're like, "Hey, dude, there's no way you would have gotten away with that." I go, "I know. Luckily, I don't snort cocaine. Like, it's not my thing." But when
he started to say all the cocaine. He said all.
I don't snort cocaine all the time.
Also, all the cocaine.
I was glad we were on mute because when he said that, I screamed. I could not believe he said that out loud. That is insane. Yes, you do. Your friends ask you, why did you drop your cocaine on the floor, on the ground?
Yeah, you would have never gotten away with that.
Like his behavior, he might not smoke. He might be had that one with the little fire at the bottom. He might be on that little
That's correct.
Wait, why
with a little fire at the bottom?
Why would the friends say to you, that's like if that was us and somebody found cocaine at one of our jobs, none of y'all would call me and be like, Dexter, you would not have gotten away with it. Y'all would be like, who did that? Because we know you don't do that. That means your friends know that you snort cocaine. That's the admission,
of course his friends know. He does it with them.
But here's what my grandmother used to tell me years and years ago. Only crackheads try to convince people they ain't crackheads.
He's done it a few times. He's done it a few times, more than a few times.
You can tell by the way that jaw locked up when he's okay.
People asking you on drugs, you on drugs.
You on drugs.
And last but not least, Fox News host Jesse Waters got a surprise yesterday when his mom called into the show, and apparently his mom is not with his crack.
We have a very special guest on the line, a Democrat, my mom. Mom,
hello,
how have you? Hello there, Mom. How have you enjoyed the show so far?
I have enjoyed the show. I want to say congratulations, Honey Bun. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments, and you've worked so hard. Now let's aim to have you keep your job. And to that end, I do have some suggestions.
Okay.
Do not tumble into any conspiracy rabbit holes. We do not want to lose you, and we want no lawsuits.
Okay.
In keeping, I have a list here. In keeping with the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm. We need you to be kind and respectful. You yourself mentioned that humble is a stretch, so I get that. Use your voice responsibly to promote conversation that maintains a narrative thread. There really has been enough Biden bashing, and the laptop is old. Perhaps you could suggest that your people take less interest, for example, in other people's bodies, and talk about that.
Drag him.
If that is
His
not,
mom wore him out.
that's literally my parents every week when we do bro talk.
That's what you do, bro talk?
Stuff that I should not be doing and not be saying. It's crazy.
Two things real quick. Number one, she sound like Frank Ocean mom on every record he's ever done. Number two, that is, and y'all three know that is absolutely Nadine. Nadine will call me right now. Why would you say that?
You up. Natoya said she's a producer. That's right.
Is
you know he went off on the producers. Don't you ever put that bitch through again. Don't do it.
Don't you patch her through?
Don't patch her bitch through no more.
Mom's grammar is on point though. I love the way she's like.
Mother was not. She wasn't with it.
She was not rambling at all. She's like, "This is my show."
Okay. She said, "How about we keep the job?" Okay. He said, "Okay, okay."
Kiana said, "Mom ate him up." All I heard was, "Don't be on TV acting stupid like you don't got no home training." That's exactly what she said.
She said, "Do I raise your little friends? They don't come home with me."
And in the comments, Eric hit the nail on the head when he said he is definitely going to put her in a nursing home for this. He is looking up the worst facilities in New York City as we speak. Like she's going to the home.
You know she is.
Immediately, right?
Absolutely.
She probably called from a home, to be honest.
I love when we can end on a funny note. That was funny, Bill. Good job. Great dismount. Drake, Drizzy Drake, currently on the road for his It's All a Blur tour. Dex, are you going?
No, I didn't get no tickets to the Drake show. I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Because you probably would have had to pay again.
You know, I don't like to pay for no last night.
Paying for no show.
I don't like to pay for no shows.
I'm with you.
But while he gives his fans their money's worth, there are some that are claiming he could be doing more. During the tour, Drake decided to pounce on a revelation that Donald Glover made a few weeks ago, saying that his Grammy-winning record and Song of the Year song, This Is America, originally started as a Drake diss, as a dig at Drake for being Canadian. This is America, Drake's Canadian, you know, that type of thing, you know. Drake took this and made a stage out of the quote during his concert. As you can see here, it says, This is America was originally a Drake diss. This is America was originally a Drake diss, says over and over again on the stage. He also called the song overrated and over awarded, which is saying rich, very rich, considering Drake has like 0 nominations for record or song of the year. So the fact that this song is one and he's saying it's over awarded, I mean, I think you would think that, Drake, of course. Something though, this is something that Apple Music host Ebro Darden had an issue with. Here's what he had to say.
Drake has never shown up to have anything to say about anything going on in society with black folks or anything other than himself. So now you having an issue. I get you having an issue with Childish Gambino if what you're saying is fact. But fam, the song was supposed to be a joke diss. It didn't actually happen. Mm-hmm. So why are you in your feelings about it and taking shots at a song?
It was like 5 years late. Like this song came out, what, 18, 19?
Yeah, but I think the Childish Gambino interview just happened a few months ago. So it's still relevant in that context.
Only because he addressed it right now.
But I don't know, it didn't actually happen. Nothing actually happened.
Right.
So, guys, does Drake have an outsized responsibility, being the biggest hip hop artist in the world, to the culture, to speak on social issues?
Absolutely not. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
You got to stop this stuff. You really, really, really got to stop going down this path like this. Ebro is saying like Drake needs to be speaking up on Black issues and stuff like that. Stop doing that. Stop encouraging these people to speak on stuff. If they don't do it on their own, don't make them do it. Because what ends up happening is Drake comes out and then he says, George Floyd probably wouldn't have died if he would have just complied. And then you get mad. Like, you want him to say a specific thing that aligns with what the culture wants him to say. And if that's not what he's going to say, I'd rather him just shut the fuck up. So, like, let's not do this. Let's not put this on people to have them speak up, because then when they start to do it, we don't like what they say, and they actually do us more of a disservice than anything else. Okay.
I see that, Dex. I'm not at all disagreeing with what you had to say there. Bill, did you have something to say?
I'm with Dex. I was going to say first, we still calling Dex. We still calling Drake a hip hop artist. That boy is pop. Okay, he makes rap music. Yeah. That boy is a pop artist from Canada. Who grew up in a. Hey, I'm with Dex. I'm leaving right there. I was on my way down the road.
I think Drake is hip hop. I don't think it's fair not to say Drake is not hip hop. Like, if I get what you're saying, Bill. But there's degrees, because when you compare him to Macklemore, yes, Drake is hip hop. Macklemore is also a pop artist who does rap, and that's the difference. There's a difference between Drake and Macklemore.
But is there the
small
a black one?
There may half a difference at best.
That's a quarter at this point.
Ty, what do you think? Does Drake have an outside responsibility to speak on social issues?
I don't know. I always felt kind of in line with Dex. Like, why are we forcing people to be able to speak out? Like, like, what do we want to hear from Drake, and what would that add to the conversation that's already?
Would you care if he like released a "This Is America" next week, like a socially conscious record?
No, because I don't want to hear that from him.
Not from no Canadian.
I don't want to hear that from Drake. Oh, Drake could be using his voice to do this. Like, I don't know. I don't really think that would do much for us, other than, like, you guys wouldn't buy it. Like, you wouldn't listen to it. You wouldn't buy it. No. Like, you're not going to stream it. It's not going to become Song of the Year. It's just going to be like, oh, this sounds weird from Drake. Like they did that little album where all them chingy ching jings in it that y'all ignored. It's going to be the same thing.
Clean that up, Tom. Clean it up.
The beat, not
the dance record. I got what you're saying. Okay.
Here's all I want to
say. Whose social issues? Do you mean Black American issues? But we just said he's Canadian. So, yeah.
Right. The only statement I want from Drake is God save the king. That's it. Mourn your queen. Don't come over here and give us your. I don't care.
He has a prime minister, so does he have to mourn the queen still?
Mourn your queen. Your monarch died.
Another statement I would like to make is, like, when is the next album coming? And make it a good one.
He just released one. Damn, like Ali.
The last couple ones, they didn't do it for me. I didn't like them. Truthfully, I haven't liked the Drake album.
Through albums at a record pace, and you guys still aren't satisfied.
And he ain't put out a good one.
They're not good. I want a Nothing Was the Same or a Take Care. If you're not giving me those,
I'm be honest with you. I think Drake has made too much. Drake is too successful in the music business, and like his raps were based on like people not thinking he could do it,
right,
and struggling and coming out. I don't think he has anything to say anymore,
right.
So his albums are going to be trash moving forward 100%. Unless he finds some ghostwriters like he tried to do before y'all outed him with all that Meek Mill thing.
You're absolutely correct, Ty. Good point. I do think that you have a great point saying that Drake has nothing, else to prove, and he has nothing to rap for. He could really use a break. He's one of those artists that could really use going away for 5 years and just coming back. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick does it, and we want him more every time he comes back. Drake, he could use a good break.
I think he should focus on other businesses. I really like the Drake feature. Like, I think Drake should just take a break and do features for a little while, because his features are usually pretty good.
I don't know. I just truthfully, like, Drake does this thing where he needs to reinvent himself, and like it's irritating to me.
I don't even think he needs to reinvent himself. He just needs to shut up for a
painted
while.
nails and.
He just needs
but if he goes away, I think he's gonna come back and try to look like The Weeknd or something.
That's fine. It'll be more interesting.
That could look like The Weeknd.
I mean, he's just doing albums with anybody. He's doing 21 Savage co-albums. He's doing electric albums. He's doing.
Go back to another album with Future.
He's going to do a Rick Ross album probably next, and then after that,
dope, though.
something with Timothy Chalamet. I don't know. Like,
you know, I do want him to do an album with Lil Baby.
And y'all,
you can, yeah, exactly. That's next. I can see it happening. Kiana, good point. Rihanna took a break and never came back. That's next one. She has it.
Just find something else.
Eric says we wish Boozy would shut up. We don't need any nonsense from another rapper. Oh, Dex, that internet is killing you. Wearing you out.
I'm standing over there.
That Cox is them Cox is wearing you out. Sorry. In other news, our favorite stepniece, the Pound Town singer, Sexyy Red, caused quite the uproar after posting the following tweet: "What school should I go to next? It's been a minute." Here's what happened when Sexyy Red showed up to the school.
Hey, yo, this is a rap. I told y'all don't come on this court. Y'all came on the court. Gotta shut it down. Everything shut down. Go sit back down. Everybody. Y'all just messed it up. Everybody go sit back down. I told y'all don't come on this court. I told y'all do not come on this court.
That's Bill on the microphone. I told y'all not to come on this court.
I told y'all niggas boosie up.
Sexyy Red making pandemonium at the schoolhouse. A lot of people were not happy about it. Here are some tweets that followed. The principal saying the principal allowed it all. It was from Abbott Elementary. Another person retweeted at Musician Bills, and you wonder why black kids and black adults lead in almost every negative statistic in the country. I don't know why he wrote this like a haiku, but he needs to get that together.
How he wrote it, Jason?
Like a haiku. Black schools bringing in Sexyy Red to entertain. He missed one of the Y's. Sexyy Red has two Y's, by the way. Jesus. Black schools bringing in Sexyy Red to entertain black children instead of bringing in black archaeologists, misspelling, black engineers, black architects, black economists to teach black children, also black English teachers to help you phonetically spell words, and also sentence structure would help with you.
He seems like the type of person that would use the word inaugural.
Girl, it's taking a while to get this
instead of first annual. I don't like.
I don't like your internet tonight, Dex. It's like,
yeah, Dex. I don't know what y'all did over there. Y'all got to
call him up and tell him.
You need to call him up because it took about 10 minutes for that joke to get out. At Zaza, my older, I don't know what that means. Saying Shorty walked into school banging Red and throwing up middle fingers, laughing my ass off because she did. If you look at the video. She actually did throw up 2 middle fingers and she threw up the blood signal. She threw them bees up.
So we promoting gangs to kids already at risk.
Threw them bees up.
Lord help us.
Sexyy Red, for her part in all of this, says, y'all do know I went there to give the boys money for their haircuts and girls bundles for prom week because I remember when I needed help with my prom stuff. End quote. They still ate her up in the comments, but do you guys approve now of Sexyy Red being at the high school?
No. This is why Dr. Bobby Jones was so filled with her tail at the BT Awards. Okay, she is an at-risk youth herself, putting other at-risk youth more at risk. They don't want it.
Dex, you got a problem with the prom accusation? Oh,
that face up. Look at him.
Oh my God.
Hey, she lying. She lying. She was not going there to get nobody no fun. Lying.
Okay, so Dex thinks she's lying. As soon as he gets back to real time.
Ty,
how do you feel as someone that kind of works in schools? How do you feel about someone Sexyy Red caliber being invited there? Not to perform Pound Town, the raunchy hit that she has, but she's giving back to the community, right?
I feel a little offended by kind of works in schools, but anyway,
I didn't want to put you on blast.
They like. So this is gonna sound weird, but if like the students were doing really well, right, and she was coming in for like a pep rally or something to hype them up or something, I mean, it's not that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, they're gonna listen to it anyway.
That's what people are saying in the comments. Thank you, Ty.
It's not like you're not bringing in other people. It's not like that has been your academic structure for the year. Like if the kids
that you were studying Pound Town,
likely that they made them earn it or work for it or do some other stuff. And saying like, if you guys do this, we'll get her here.
They said we can either have an ice cream social or we can have Sexyy Red. And they chose
not Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Well, I honestly, as crazy as it may sound, coming from someone who kind of works with schools, I don't have as big of a problem with it as other people.
Okay, there we go.
About Black culture or anything else. I mean, you hype the kids up. Like, and that must be a pretty decent school. When he rushed the stage, he was like, I told y'all don't come out here, blah, blah, blah. Like, them kids started walking back. So how bad could the school possibly be?
I mean, but Ty, are you okay with her middle fingers and throwing?
So no, I'm not saying that I'm okay with everything she did there. Like I most certainly wouldn't want her.
You don't want her throwing up the bees?
Would ask her like to refrain some such behavior moving forward. However, she's probably a little awkward herself. She didn't know what to do. Like sometimes when people be like ratchet all the way down in their soul, like they're coming out in front of a big crowd and they're feeling awkward too. And I think this was like an awkward. She didn't know what she was doing. You know, whatever.
I feel like it was like reflex. Like that's what she does. That's like her defense.
Just wave to the babies.
That's her defense mechanism. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like by default. Like whenever she's on camera, it's just straight middle fingers and throwing up the bees. Like that's what she does.
Jesus.
You know, she's throwing upset. Dex had this to say as he probably restarts his machinery. I'm with Ty. However, the school should know better. Why they ain't get Beyonce or something? Andre responded, you know, daggone well, Beyonce ain't going to no Black school.
And she ain't coming. No more.
Kiana, Ashanti got more availability and time these days for school appearances. So that's what they had to say. All right. Shout out to Sexyy Red doing something for the community. We always love to see it. Her counterpart, though, Sukiyana, is out and about. She's on Pound Town song as well. She was overseas spreading the good vibes over in London. Here's Sukiyana.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretch. I'm trying to get my coochie stretch and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretch.
I think as long as we don't invite her to the
palace. Okay. Is that girl from last week when that video she was crying about that?
Yes. She was upset. Yes.
At Buckingham Palace. God
in front of you see that white lady aghast?
Because you are at Buckingham Palace. First of all, they didn't even let you in the gate. Okay. You go to the
She had champagne from somewhere, Bill. Where'd she get the champagne?
Go to the West End. Please.
Look at the London locals. London locals.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretch. I'm trying to get my coochie stretch and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby.
The white lady's mouth was open the whole time.
You know what I thought she said at first, trying to get it scratched, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
This woman put that hand up the visor. She said, what the? Oh, great Googlies. Oh, no. God save the queen.
Oh my goodness.
No queen to save now, yo.
ain't nothing to save. We need a new flood, Lord, says Keon.
I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean?
In the flood.
I'm like,
in the waters. In the waters. 40 days, 40 nights.
I've read that wrong.
The locals are shocked. Man, Darren said the first time he saw this, he cried for an hour. This was hilarious. He was like, no. Aghast. All right, welcome back, Dex. And that's last but not least, guys. Jamie Foxx is back. Here's a video from Jamie Foxx on a yacht.
It's our birthday!
Why someone was asking him to shout "Happy Birthday, Hillary"? Like, girl, he's barely like, let him live. Couldn't you just say hi?
We would like to hear your voice for reasons.
We would like to hear your voice for reasons. Dex, I don't know what's going on with the internet today. It's like the worst it's ever been.
It's our birthday!
Is this really still messing up again?
It is.
How old is it? Like, who posted this video? Like, I need time.
Oh, you think it's conspiracy?
Well, I'm not saying, but they did just put something out like, oh, he's playing pickleball.
He's out. What do you mean? Bill, you know they withhold information from us purposefully. And that's something I want to ask you guys about. Are you guys happy that the information was withheld and Jamie Foxx is getting back to himself without being bothered and hassled by people and harassed by people for the last 6 months because we didn't know what the hell was going on with Jamie Foxx? I feel like because people left him alone, he was able to get back and stronger than ever.
I think if they would have put out a statement saying that he was whatever, thoughts and prayers that we need privacy at this time, you would have gotten a same or better result.
I don't know.
I agree. I also think you all have chosen to live your lives publicly. Everything you do, every one of your successes are public. Now we want to know what's going on in the little hospital room. And now all of a sudden...
But you don't need to know that. Why do you need to know that?
So we need to know everything else.
No, he shares what he wants to share. It's always been like that. They share celebrities share what they want to share. And they don't want to share when they down. They don't want to share when they down bad. Do you want to share when you down bad? You don't be taking pictures from the hospital. Well, you do.
And don't. I ain't never took no picture in the hospital.
Oh, Bill, when you got shot, you definitely did. Okay.
I ain't never publicly posted no picture in no hospital.
Okay. Bill got lit up overseas. And he's up in that hospital talking about I got blew up by a tank.
But I share it with my closest friends.
Close friends. Green tag on Instagram. That little green star.
My closest friends, so that I could solicit them thoughts and prayers and cash apps.
Okay, there we go. Good job.
I'm scared to speak because my internet is on the Jamie Foxx, but let me just say this about Jamie. The last time that a celebrity had a near-death experience, which it was Rick Ross, and I got on my hands and knees and I prayed for him, and I felt so bad. My birthday brother, Rick Ross, I felt so bad, and I hope that he made it out of this. The very next time we heard from Rick Ross, he posted a picture of his watch, like this diamond-encrusted watch. He never thanked us for our prayers. So, Jamie, I'm going to tell you, like I told Rick Ross, God forgives, I don't. I want a thank you and I want a public statement because we prayed for you for months. We need to know what's going on.
How many times did you personally pray for him? Or are you just speaking for the community?
Well, when I do prayers, I just give you one, and then like God hears that one. I'm not gonna keep doing it.
You're not gonna keep bugging God.
No, God is like, damn, Dex, you're gonna keep praying for the same person over and over. Like, come on now. We gotta be praying every day.
He get up there and say, "I'm gonna pray for you," and that be his prayer.
Dude, I actually say a prayer once.
How your prayer go?
Huh?
How your prayer go?
I'd be like, Father God, first. No, because I don't want to get him. I'd be like, Father
God,
first and foremost.
Go ahead, Dex. Come on.
because I need to let him know what's the most important thing. I always pray for myself first. I say, Father God, first and foremost, I want to thank you for waking me up this morning.
There we go. Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you. I want to
That's
thank
why
you
you
for
make so
giving
much
me
money because you be thanking him first.
Well, let me tell you the rest of my prayer. Let me tell you, because y'all be asking for Sierra's, y'all need to be asking for mine. I want to thank you for waking me up this morning, Father God. I want to thank you and I want to pray for longevity in my life, my career, and my increased finances. Father God, I want to pray for my friends. I want to pray for my family. I want to pray
for finances. They are touched.
I always pray for increased finances. Every day I say it. And then I started to go into like individual prayers. I would say Jason and his family, Will and his family, Ty and his family. And then I pray for my wife, and I pray for my wife her entire life, and that's why she ended up with me. Like literally, my prayers are so good. Like I'm not the best at praying. I really am. I should be like a preacher or something.
No, we're
Come
good.
on, Dex. Come on, Elder. Come on.
I got a question. I got a question.
It is now time for Q&A. Let me start by saying this. I noticed a question directed toward me, and I will say this. If it's not in the form of question and answer, we won't take it. So why don't you email us, and then we'll discuss. All right.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the Will got shot comment? You want to?
That's not a question that we'll take publicly. We take them through Q&A. Andre, I like Andre because he's talking about the grand old church, and we will take you, Dex. All right. Here is today's question. I live in a neighborhood that makes me feel strange. There are a number of white families who have adopted or stolen, allegedly. We don't make any claims here. Black babies. Okay. This is just a question that was given to us. We don't lay claim to any of this. I don't know why I'm so upset about it, but it disturbs my spirit every time I see one. I want to mouth, "Are you okay?" every time, but I also don't want to be the weird person at the park talking to children. They also appear to be unloved. Hair is unstyled. They're fairly rowdy. And honestly, I try to keep my kids, who are also black, did you steal them, away because I don't want them to ask too many questions. I would be mortified if my kids ask them, "Is that your real dad?" Jesus. I would like to help, offering hair tips and cultural notes.
I love a cultural note.
And a cultural note is good. To touch on as they grow, but I don't know the right way to go about it. How can I strike up a conversation with these adoptive parents while letting them know this ain't how you raise a black kid?
Oh, I'm so confused.
Yuck.
I'm so confused because like this is I'm guessing this is a man, and he's using the word mortified and
I don't think it's I think it's a they.
Woman?
That's why the two colors are merging there. I feel like it's a they.
Well, shit. Now, then you the wrong person to be asking the questions about race. Come on now. Like, I know we ain't you lying. Like,
oh, Dex, your internet came in loud and clear for that.
Right. I mean, it's very clear
now. Wait a second now. So you live an alternative lifestyle, respectly, and
not
you have
alternative lifestyle.
Come on, Elder Dex.
They
Dex is on the holy way tonight.
Yes,
you live an alternative lifestyle, and you have the
person.
Sure, and you have the audacity to question how these people are raising their kids. Stop it, Bruce.
Yes, they just have concerns about how the kids are kept.
Next
Next. Ty, what do you have to say to this?
Why can't trans people comment on why children
That's what I'm saying.
Well, why can't white people adopt black kids?
It's not that. It's that they feel like they're not loved.
I don't like when people look at other people's kids and look at their hairstyle of choice and say, "Oh, that kid's not loved." Like, wait, I don't want to. Let's not go there.
I disagree. If you can't do that black baby's hair, don't take that black baby home. Like, no.
I mean,
you don't know until you take the black baby home, Dax.
Well, Jason and Ty, how come y'all daughter's hair is always done? Tell me that. Why is your hair?
My daughter's hair is not always done.
You
My
be in the
daughter's hair
public?
is always done because my daughter's mother is a black woman and I'm a black
Wait,
man.
Ty, your daughter's hair don't be done in public?
Hair is not always done. Somebody let her hair grow out naturally. I'm a big fan of natural hair, the way it grows out of your head.
If you or anybody else you know has more questions, do email them to us at www.
We didn't answer the question. How can I strike up a conversation? I feel like you can go up there, maybe pass them a little note, welcome them to your house.
I suggest you mind your business and let them come to you if they need your help.
I feel like you should welcome them to your house, have a nice like little sit down dinner, and then maybe you can like slide them a few tips here and there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've
And when
noticed
they
the kink
slide
in your
you-
daughter's hair.
And when they slide you some tips, slide you some tips as well, just be receptive of those tips that they slide you as well.
Just comply.
There's
They
a
will be
wealth
there.
of knowledge about how to do almost anything you're looking to do. So if those people were interested in this advice and knowledge, they would have sought it out, but they did not seek it. So you volunteering it is not going to move you in any particular direction. So I don't suggest you make any moves here.
Sorry, I didn't read Eric's comment until it was up on the screen. And I just read the first 5 words. It says, look, you need to mind your mother effing business. Raise your own kids. And so what they don't know how to do, hair and fried chicken. Stay your wicked ass in your own lane. Wow.
Now, who said something about fried chicken? Who said something about fried chicken?
What happened there? It just took it to a place that it didn't need to
They
go.
don't have fried
I don't
chicken.
like
This is
that
corn
question. I do not like that question. Don't write us no more questions.
I'm not
You know that one time Dex told these people to stop watching our show?
Yes.
The question was so bad.
we be begging people to watch, and then when somebody pisses off, like, don't come back.
Don't come back ever. Don't ever write us again. Don't you ever. Bill, go ahead and close us out.
Yeah, because I'm not getting involved in none of that. If y'all got other questions, y'all go ahead and write us. I'm not even gonna say that. www.brotalklive.com/questions. Jason
and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
Every time I think we have a show to send to the corporate people, somebody always messes it up.
This was a good one up until that.
Tonight was next. Thank you. Close calls. That is the theme for tonight's clips. First off, we'll start off with our favorite auntie, Tokyo Tony.
I pull up. I ask for my strawberry, so he gives me 2, one for me, 1 for JoJo. So when he gives it to me, I guess.
Just background. She's at Starbucks. She's trying to get a strawberry acai drink, but she can't say acai, so she like skips over the word purposefully. And this whole thing is kind of funny. But she's trying to get the drink, and this is what happens.
I pull up. I ask for my strawberry, so he gives me 2, one for me, 1 for JoJo. So when he gives it to me, I guess my arm is too short to reach, or I ain't stretched long enough. I don't know what the fuck his problem was. This little motherfucker, I said, oh, and the strawberries. That nigga took that fucking cup of strawberries and said, phew, the first one and the second one, phew, strawberries went everywhere. Hit me in the eye. That's why I swole right here. Hit me in the eye. I initially, because I'm like, I jumped up and went to go grab that nigga. The windows went shut. But I can't really see because now the strawberry shit, the little pieces, all in my hair, all in my eyes. So I pulled to the front. And wait a minute, get myself together like this little boy did not just do that shit. So as I'm sitting there, I'm getting shit together because I'm waiting on the manager. Because somebody's going to come out. The management is going to come out. So I pull, so I'm waiting on him, getting myself together with my eye. I'm like, this is a bitch hit me in my motherfucking eye. I'm mad because it's a male and I can't do nothing to your ass. Okay? So I'm pissed. I said, the manager come, I said, give me my money back. He said, what happened? I said, I'm at the window. I get my drinks. The little boy got an attitude. I don't know what his problem is. He throws strawberries in my fucking face. The 2 tall cups like this full. He said, wait a minute, I'm going to go get your receipt. Or whatever, your money, whatever. This little motherfucker comes out of the Starbucks. Comes around. Oh, the cameras, they already seeing it now. Comes around and start threatening me again. I said to him, this right here, you come to this car in a threatening manner, you will not leave the same way you came. And I looked him in his eyes, and by that time he started bubbling up, and then the dude grabbed him. In my brain, I said, let him go. My mouth ain't said it. My brain was like, let that nigga free.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Have y'all ever sat and told your friends a story and like you knew the story wasn't true, so you just started lying?
She was lying the whole story.
This didn't happen.
At all. She's making it up.
What happened was that she went to the Starbucks and she asked the people for the stuff, and the guy was like, "Oh, you need to come closer because you can't reach it." And she went closer, got those drinks, and went on by her business. Like this didn't happen.
Not at all. I'm with you.
Why would the manager come out there and go out and you say like, "Oh, this happened to me," and they'd be like, "Oh, let me go get your receipt." Like, why would they go get your receipt? Like, stop lying. She's a liar.
Well, she just needed a story to tell. That didn't happen. You know, she would
get to that punchline. You come to this car.
That phone so quickly.
You will not leave the same way you came. That's all she wanted to say. She wanted to get that line off.
And I got a bone to pick with her because she ain't never texted me back.
Oh yeah, you did.
Probably off. Her phone probably off.
Hey, you know that phone is off.
Next up, in the close call category, we have this man who was trying to celebrate his birthday at a local restaurant. Woo, Bill.
Yep, I saw that video. Someone was like, I know I'm a retired mob boss when I see one.
Bill. He slapped that grenade off that table so fast.
You know that's what I'm with him. Me and Ty went to a restaurant one time and they did the same sort of popping stuff. I was up under the table with my gun. I'm with him. You don't go slamming. You don't know what people be going through. Like what y'all don't know what people went through. Y'all don't know what people be going through. Don't surprise people with no big flashes of light, no big popping sound. Niggas don't need that. We don't need it. We don't need it. Mind your business, Dax. I said in bro talk on /question. That's where you ask your questions at.
What would you say, Dex?
So that
Dex,
man
write your
slept
question
that
in the
parfait
comments.
off the table. He slept that parfait off the table. Is my internet acting crazy again?
No, you good. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so that man slept that parfait off the table, and they picked the same one up and put it back on the table for him to eat it. That's the problem right there. Like he slept it off. Go make him another one. Don't put that same damn thing that's been on the floor on there for me to eat.
The dude caught it.
He probably caught it. His
He
reflexes
ain't catch
are
that
super
parfait.
fast.
Like that thing hit the floor. He picked it up and put it back on the table, sparkling and all.
Bill, they was over there in Guadalajara.
You catch it.
You said what?
Bill, they was over there in Guadalajara. That's what that was.
Like Ty said, that man used to, he done been in some stuff.
He's seen some things.
He done seen some stuff. Y'all don't go play with his face.
You don't want to end up like him.
I don't want no surprises. None.
None.
Don't surprise me with nothing.
All right. Thirdly, what is this? What's happening here in this one? Oh, this happens. This one. We have a cat burglar.
No, I'm not.
It's our cat.
You understand?
Our cat.
I'm not even in my yard right now. What am I doing? The gate's open. Hard.
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat.
How? I'm not even in there. I want you to explain how.
If you would go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She will not listen. She's a cat. She doesn't speak English.
Oh, really? This doesn't mean go home?
No.
Huh?
Hand signals don't mean anything. It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have the police department figure it out.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Great idea.
All right. No. So the cat doesn't eat and drink anything over there, right?
No.
Oh, no. Never.
Right? No, never.
No.
No, never.
Never. Yeah, never.
Yeah, you cat pervert.
Oh my God, you guys are absent.
I've done nothing to bring the cat. I've done nothing to bring the. This dude's lost. This dude, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Stop. Making a scene over a cat.
He's lost it.
It's our cat.
He's lost it. He's lost it. Oh no. On my property.
We're calling the police because you're harboring our cat.
Harboring a cat.
Harboring our
Is that a crime? What? It was
You're
something
a
else.
cat pervert.
I'm a cat pervert?
Yeah, cat
What
pervert.
crime is that? What crime is that?
You know what? There's a crime about you harboring my cat.
What crime is
It's
that?
against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
I can understand being angry if my cat was in your yard. You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
You're making things a lot worse. Right? You could just send my cat home.
No, I can't.
You could just send my cat.
Wait, but really, I know that man sounds crazy calling this guy a cat pervert and stuff. But why do you have my cat? Like, give me my goddamn cat. Like, what are you doing here?
He's not holding the cat. The cat comes over to his double wide and then gets in his house. But he can't help that.
Okay, well then the cat came over and we're having this conversation. Give me my cat back. Like, why?
He's not holding the cat hostage. The cat is free
Where
to
is he
go.
at?
He's just not. He doesn't want to come with you. What you want me to do?
And let me just tell you this though.
I want you to toss my damn cat back over this gate.
No, the
Just
cat,
give me
guys.
the cat back. Also, I will tell you.
Take that cat and toss him over the gate to me and use my damn cat.
Like, why are we going back and forth? And also, I personally don't fool with cats. So if that was me in this situation, that cat would be shrimp lo mein. Like, I would not be dealing with that at all.
What it would be, Dex?
Shrimp lo mein. Like, a cat wouldn't be, I don't want Peter to come after me, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be dealing with it. I definitely wouldn't be going back and forth. Mercury will be salmon.
All right.
Dex, please.
You've offended so many people.
Get out.
It's been ridiculous. Like an all-time record of people you've offended tonight. People groups. All right, and last but not least, we have a family who decided to go to a drive-by zoo.
Are you quiet? Shake your cup. Go, animal. Go. Go. Oh, go. Go, move. I'm trying to go. Oh, wait a minute. Who finna throw up? Oh, go. Hey, wait a minute. God. Hey, whoa, get out of me, Lasha. Hey, come here, y'all. Hey, these animals. Hey, shoot, go, move. Oh, shit. Move, Chad. Hey, baby, do. Ew. No, go. Move. Baby, you don't put me in neutral. Go. Let's go. Move. Make it go away, Tamaya. Say shoot.
That's just too chaotic for me. Like,
do this. Don't just mean go home. Also, I don't understand why those people in that car were so freaked out when the person in the passenger seat literally looked like the cow and the horse or whatever. Like, it literally.
Dexter, what is wrong with you?
What is? He looks just like her.
How are you like that poor cow. Dexter said, "What the hell? Yeah, ain't never been to a drive-through zoo."
I would never.
Yeah, Six Flags got a little safari, but if I see something I don't like, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit the gas pedal. I'm not sitting around.
You're not in control of it. You in the car with all your family while they drive through the zoo.
Yeah, rolling windows up and keep driving. I don't have sympathy for y'all. Y'all are ridiculous, and y'all crammed 900 kids like this was Crooklyn in one little car, and y'all come on, grow up. Y'all probably packed in the sausages too, little nasty.
They was
I
tripping
don't,
out there over cow.
I don't feel like they can drive the car. I feel like they have to get out and get into a car that's driven by the zookeeper people. Like I
Well,
don't
if
feel
you hear
like
me,
I don't feel like the zoo will allow them to just drive in the road and hit the animals.
well, if you hear me and my family screaming and carrying on like that, put the pedal to the metal, big dog. Like, why are we sitting here letting this happen?
Right.
I mean, they can only go so. Maybe an oxen was blocking the way and they couldn't get through.
It wasn't.
Yeah. See?
A gentle little, would have set it on off, and y'all could have hit. You could have.
You mean this doesn't mean go home?
Here's the problem. The car probably.
Like the animals don't speak English.
It ran out of gas. That carburetor overheated.
Something would happen.
That carburetor started overheating.
She probably had a Cadillac converter, so. One of the little oxen went up under there and stole that Cadillac converter.
Yeah, oxen stole the Cadillac.
I'm so glad this show's been canceled after tonight.
The oxen stole the Cadillac.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so what was the closest of calls? Was it Tokyo Tony? Was it the man who got the grenade burglar? Or was it the drive-through zoo?
Yeah, say she don't look like she belong outside.
I don't know who wins this thing.
The zoo wins. The zoo wins because I was close to gagging when that little boy was doing it. They win. They get my vote.
Tokyo Tony don't win nothing because she had nothing like none of that
Didn't
happen.
I'm going with that ex-Marine / mob boss there.
Okay.
He wasn't with it.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the people that want to throw the cat over the gate.
All right. So we got one for each of these.
They actually gotta live with those nut jobs.
Darren's going with cat burglar. Andre wants to
That's
know
not what
why.
he
Cat pervert. Andre wants to know why her lashes look like that.
Don't horses' lashes look like that too?
That wasn't a horse. That was a cow. That's one of the wildebeest.
And watch this. I guarantee you, she owns a Nissan Altima. I guarantee. I guarantee.
That's what they was driving it.
I bet you can tell by the little roof, the little carpet on the ceiling coming down.
That carpet. That's not them. That's the little trolley that they ride in.
That ain't no trolley. Look at them little ripples up the top.
All right, I think I'm going to go with Ty and Cat Burglar. Cat Pervert is going to be the representative from this week in the Bro Talk Awards. Shout out to Cat Pervert. All right, Dex, it's time for the BS report. All right, Dex. That was Drake and J Hus. I'm not expecting.
As the music was playing, I was like, "Wait, what's the thing with the music? I forgot. We're supposed to be doing something."
I want to move to Drake songs. You've done all the Ashanti songs that have instrumentals out, so you're gonna have to move to Drake.
All three of them.
Yeah, all six.
Dex's BS report. So guys, the BS report. I'm gonna give you guys a little food for thought, right? There was a video that recently came out of there were people that were going off at an event or at a restaurant or whatever because the bill came, and I have some thoughts on this. So,
you want to see the video?
It's okay. Yeah. We'll show the video.
Only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill? You got lamb chop. You got steak. Look at all that. Look at what all they got. They talking about splitting the bill. What did you come out for? What did you come out for? We come together to split the bill. My thing is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that.
So you get the gist of it. Like the bill came, and then everybody's like, I only had this, and I had, we split the bill. Now, personally, with my group of friends, I don't have this issue with like we can split the bill or whatever. However, I think there are a lot of situations that people come across where you go to birthday dinners or gatherings or whatever with people who you may not know, the full table, and people are doing that. They're ordering the steak, they're ordering the lobster, they're ordering the champagne, and then when the bill comes, they want it to be an even split between everyone when you only had a salad and some water. That's done, guys. We're not doing that anymore. We are done are the days. We're the new adults right now. Us in our 30s, we're the new adults right now. So if you go to a restaurant, ask for a separate check right away. Also, while we're at it, let's stop doing the birthday dinner stuff. If we're going to go to a birthday dinner gathering for someone, the birthday person can pay for themselves. You go pay for yourself, then you're not going to order the lobster and steak because you know it's coming out of your pocket. Let's stop doing this. Let's get rid of the issue. Everybody pays for themselves. Whatever you decide to order that day, that is what you pay for. Let's make it easy on all of us. This is dumb. That's it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I agree 100%. But Dex, you're also right that you don't have those problems because at your wedding, a similar thing happened.
Yeah.
No,
a similar thing did not happen. There was an
not that we didn't want to pay, but that we kind of got stuck with a very large bill that we weren't expecting to have to pay because of
and easily just cleared it up.
Cleared it.
Easily cleared it up.
Thanks to the bull. Rich, but
wait, can I just say one more? Can I just say something else regarding that whole thing? So like the situation that happened at my wedding was like we got married, so they were like, "Oh, do you guys want champagne?" And someone who kind of works in education was like, "Yeah, let's do the champagne or whatever." So then they brought us these 2 bottles of champagne, and it was like $1,200 for the champagne or whatever, and a bottle, yes. So can I just say that this person, who I won't say their name, I was out to a dinner with them for their birthday, just the 2 of us, earlier this month, and the waiter asked us if we wanted champagne. Y'all almost died. Like I was like, absolutely not. This person cannot have champagne. And that is Dex's BS report for the week.
Had flashbacks.
Oh, PTSD hit me so hard. I was like, wait, no. She don't want no champagne.
For real. Keep that champagne. It's not worth it. Shout out to you, Dex. And shout out to all of the Dex's BS reports that you do for us each and every week. Do you guys have any final words of wisdom for the good people that have decided to stay with us late on a Tuesday night?
Yes. Heed Dex's words. Don't y'all turn into Pythagoras at the last minute trying to figure out A squared plus B squared equaling C squared. Listen to Dex. That boy know what he's talking about. Listen to him. Also, shout out to my battle buddies that watch this. Brown, thank you for sticking with us, commenting, the entire time. Let's get you on the actual, link and then comment there so we can show you comment on screen.
100%.
And shout out to Bill also for live streaming on Instagram the entire show. I thought that was amazing and really appreciate you doing that.
Oh, you live stream? Oh, look at you.
Did a live stream from Instagram. We had some viewers also and some comments.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, don't forget, check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Bro Talk Live. And don't forget to subscribe and tell somebody about the show if you liked it. This has been another edition of the show. The podcast will be up tomorrow. We will see you guys next week, next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, the best show in late night, Bro Talk Live. Peace out.